Okay, hey, Ryan Hartman with Reteculous.com. Just wanted to share some results that one of our members are getting, and wanted to bring it up because it's a really good example of what happens when somebody takes massive action and cranks the traffic going through a proven squeeze page. In this case, this person is driving traffic straight through our quick foreclosure buyer lead funnel, and they're not only generating buyer leads, they're actually generating listing opportunities at the same time, and I'll show you a little more on the screen here in a second what's going on. The biggest thing I noticed though when I got up this morning was that I was getting every few minutes the results of a second step survey that we tied to the back end of the foreclosure squeeze page, and they were all coming from the same agent. So I started poking around, and I don't want to show too much here and give away too much contact info of the leads or whatever, but there have been 180 leads from this person in about the last 2.5 days, which tells me they're probably, knowing what it costs to generate a lead here, they're probably spending about $100 a day for the last 2 days. They probably have a budget set to just $100, and they've generated over 150 leads. It looks like 180 in 2 days. Now, the biggest thing I want to point out is that when the second step survey comes up after the person initially opts in for the foreclosure list, the lead is asked to tell a little bit about themselves, where they can check off some boxes and tell about their preferred location and stuff like that, and they have the option to give a cell number. And I'm just going to start scrolling down, and you'll notice here, this person, the first one that's on the screen, I have a property I need to sell before I can buy another. Now this is a low-end foreclosure lead that a lot of people sort of stick their noses up at when we tell them to do, and I don't want to work the low end. But what happens is that anybody will opt in for this foreclosure offer, and a lot of these people are just really thinking about moving. They're not going to buy a foreclosure, and a lot of them have a property to sell. In this case they do, and this person also gave a cell number and gave permission to get texts whenever this agent knows about a hot deal. I might be looking for a property to live in. I might be looking for a property to live in. This person gave the size of the house they're looking for and some other details I can see on the screen here. Here's another one. I have a property I need to sell before I can buy another. I'm an investor, always on the lookout for a new deal. I might be looking for a property to live in. I'm an investor. I have a property to sell. So just in the first 20 or so, I have 3 people saying they have a property to sell before they can buy another. And the follow-up here is obvious. You're going to send a weekly list of foreclosures and deals to your entire list. But these people saying they have a property to sell, of course you're going to email them or call them if you have a number and say, hey, I noticed you have a property to sell. Can I do a CMA for you, evaluation, whatever you want to call it? Can I give you an opinion of value? What's the address? These are really good opportunities. A ton of them here generated for, I know, in most markets about $1 a piece is the number. A lot of times you might get them at 50 cents. In other markets you might have to spend $2, but these are really solid leads. Very low dollar per lead. And anybody who's watching who's already a member, if you're gun shy and you're afraid to just spend a few $100s driving traffic through that foreclosure funnel, you're really missing out. This can really have a dramatic impact on your business, especially if you're willing to build your database up to a couple hundred, up over even a few thousand people, and you're willing to just follow up and send the blast emails we've been talking about, hook up a drip email sequence, consistently send good deals, do a video here and there. This can really have dramatic impact, and this is just a really good example today of what one agent is doing to get those results super fast because they're not shy about just spending a few $100 on their business. Okay, thanks for listening to me ramble on. If you have any questions about membership, just use the contact button on our site or just click to start membership today.